Sheriff.
Republican Senator Rob Portman pushing for a sweeping overhaul of the tax code. Our Rich Edson live from Ohio, where he spoke exclusively with the senator this morning. Rich.
Here at a Procter & Gamble research facility in the suburban Cincinnati area of Ohio, Senator Rob Portman says he believes that corporate tax reform can and will actually happen this year. He says the way it can get done is perhaps a new era at Treasury. Did you feel as though you had a willing partner in Secretary Geithner?
Well, I mean, he talked about it a lot, but, frankly, the administration wasn't willing to put forward a plan. I was on the super committee, as you know, so-called, turned out to be not so super, in part because we didn't get tax reform done. And during that time, we did work with the administration some. But frankly, I don't think they were ready to do it. I don't think they were willing to take it on in the first term. Now we have a different situation. We not only have an administration that's talking about doing it, but we also have chairman of the Tax Writing Committee in the House, Dave Camp, the Ways and Means Committee, and the Tax Writing Committee chair in the Senate, which is the Finance Committee, Max Baucus, who have said this is a top priority of theirs. They've actually established a process to work through tax reform, including a lot of hearings, working groups, and so on. So I think the time may be right for us to do what we did about 27 years ago, and gosh, every 27 years is probably a good idea to kind of clean out the closet and clean up the tax code. There have been literally hundreds of new tax preferences and loopholes added to the code since 1986, last time we did this. It's time to do it again.
Now, Treasury points out under Geithner, the Treasury Department did put out a proposal, a 28% top corporate tax income rate. However, Republicans have challenged that it wasn't detailed enough, so they're looking to work with Jack Lew if he's confirmed on a new proposal to get this done. Also, Portman says that he is talking with about 4 or 5 Democrats to try to get a co-sponsor for his tax proposal bill, which would set the top rate at 25%. Back to you.
All right, Rich. So a Republican senator says the time may be right for tax overhaul. But, it seems like every time you want to fiddle with the tax code, the Democrat side wants both rate increases and they want to cap all kinds of deductions to make the rich pay more. Can we have tax overhaul without it becoming a debate again about the 1%?
When you look at what Jack Lew had said in front of the Senate Finance Committee in his confirmation hearing, he was saying you do the revenue first and then you can do a tax overhaul that's not that doesn't raise taxes. The problem is, of course, if you start closing these preferences, if you start getting rid of these loopholes and you don't do it as part of tax reform, that blunts the effect of tax reform. If you take these loopholes and close them and you don't do it to lower rates and you use it to increase revenue, you're narrowing the potential when it comes to tax reform. At least that's the Republican argument.
Yeah, never mind any injection into the economy. All right, thanks very much, Rich Edson.